Realtree's Midwest Whitetail is brought to you by Cuddyback, Drake Non-Typical, Easton Arrows, Frigid Forage, Fuse, Grizzly Coolers, Hoyt, Ozonics, Redneck Blinds, Wasp Archery, and Realtree.
Today is November 18th, and this is day 2 here in Kansas for me. Yesterday was exciting to say the least. Jeremiah ended up tagging out on the first set within about 20 minutes of daylight, and I had one of the better sets that I've had on this farm since I've been coming here. I seen at least 2, possibly 3 shooter bucks yesterday. They were all chasing does. So I feel like we've hit the timing this year just right of the rut. Yesterday afternoon, Jeremiah spent some time in the truck riding the roads. And actually where we're set up this morning is just a natural funnel here on this creek. And a lot of these deer tend to funnel through here. We've got a bedding area just to our south. So there were several bucks out in this field just to our south yesterday afternoon. One of them, from what we can tell, was a shooter buck, and then just to our north was also some bucks out in the field with doe. So I feel like timing wise we're right. All we need right now is just the right doe to come through and for a buck to be on her. The other good thing about this spot is we can see for a long way, and we've got every intentions, if we see one, to do some type of calling, rattling, or grunting, or whatever to try to get him to come in. So that's the plan for this morning. We'll just see what happens. It's just right at 12 o'clock, and I would say most of the morning it's been pretty slow. We've seen some movement and some small bucks just bumping some does around this morning early, and then it was basically dead from about 8 o'clock till just about an hour ago. Within the last hour or so, I've actually started seeing some movement. I think I've seen like 2 or 3 different bucks, nothing really chasing. A couple of bucks just kind of up cruising around, and sent checking this bedding area here to my south. But I've only had a couple of those deer all morning that were actually in bow range. The weather's calling for the wind to switch back out of the north at 1 o'clock. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull the camera stand, and I think I'm going to go back to where I started yesterday morning, opening morning, because when I was coming in yesterday evening, 2 of the shooters I seen were in that spot where I was at yesterday morning. So I think that's the plan for now. I'm going to hang out here for another 45 minutes and wait on this wind to start switching. As soon as I feel the shift in the wind, I'm going to get down and make a move.
How good is he?
He's young. 2-year-old me. It's just after 2:30 and we're back in the set this afternoon. We actually had to make a move and pull out from where we were at this morning. We went switched back out of the north. So this afternoon we came back to the stand that I started in yesterday morning for my first set. And the reason being is yesterday afternoon I was going to a different stand and we seen 2 mature bucks come right through here yesterday afternoon about this time. And I just feel like this is the best place we can be. We're in between bedding and food. And, you know, with bucks on their feet cruising looking for does, I feel like this is about the best spot we can be in for an evening set. So that's the plan for this evening. Guess we'll just see what happens.
Just be watching to see if he's got a doe or not. If he's got a doe with a call, it's not going to help. It's 2 does. Yeah. There'll be one big deer in the back.
It's about 4:30. We just had a very mature buck come out with a doe. And he was pushing that doe around, but it ended up being 2 does. I mean, we literally all we lacked was those does just to come this way. And they were coming this way. But they started circling and got downwind of us and caught our wind. So they went back. I still don't think the bucks know what happened. The big buck never did even come this way. He actually circled back. So I'm not sure if maybe those does are maybe just about to come in heat or what, but they sure are staying with them. So at this point, hopefully we can just hope that they push those back out of there, and if they can get them running hard enough, maybe they can run through here, and at that point it's going to be hopefully I can stop him to get a shot. So, but that's what we're here for. That's what we're looking for. That is a very, very good deer. I'm not sure if we even have any camera pictures of him, but he looked to be a big 10 point. So, but he'll do just fine here on day 2 in Kansas.
He's coming right. He's supposed to get downwind. You're going to have to try to find a way to shoot back here. He's going to find, that's for sure. You see him? There he goes. He's going left. Look, there's that doe out in the field or something. You see it?
I think it's that same buck from earlier.
It's a buck or a doe. He's got his head down like it's a doe.
All right, that's going to wrap it up here for day 2 in Kansas. And it's been one exciting evening. We've had at least 2 shooters come out from that bedding area just to our west. And the wind this afternoon it's a lot of west in it. It's a north-northwest wind, but it's a lot of west in it. And ultimately these deer, we would hope, would come down this fence row and come right here in front of us. But for whatever reason, all these deer are wanting to circle around and come in behind us, and they're just catching our wind. I mean, we've got the ozonics running. I mean, we're doing everything we can do. We've got, as scent free as possible, but they're still catching our wind. I mean, that one deer, the buck that come out, we basically rattled and grunted, and he was coming. I mean, it was game over. He was committed, and he just got downwind of us and caught our wind. So at this point, we're calling this stand dead. We're going to get out of here before we educate any more of these deer. And we're going to put together a little different game plan for how to hunt these same deer, but in a little different spot. So that's going to be the plan moving forward for the next day or two. The next north wind we get, we're going to be in this area somewhere, but we've got to get out of this spot. It's just not working, so.
He's coming. He's coming, Lee.
Today is November 19th. This is day 3 in Kansas. We decided this morning to make a move on those bucks we seen yesterday afternoon. I'm actually back in the stand where Jeremiah killed his buck on day 1. This is just to the east of where those bucks were at yesterday. I'm maybe within 100 yards of the bedding area of where they were at. I've got turkeys all around me. Right now the wind is calm and out of the north, which is perfect. But the wind is supposed to switch around 8, 9 o'clock, somewhere around in there. And we may have to get down and make an adjustment. But for now, I'm hanging tight right here. I seen a shooting star walking in, and I need some good luck. We know these bucks are using this spot. We've got tons of pictures on this camera. But one of those bucks that we seen yesterday was not on this camera, so he's a new deer that's moved in. And we know we've got some hot does in this bedding area, so I feel good about this morning. I'm ready to see some movement. Let's see what happens. That's a deer from yesterday. Oh, that is Kansas rut hunting at its best. Oh, thank you. I knew I needed some type of good luck. And I seen that shooting star this morning, and I just had a feeling that it was going to happen. All those does came in, and I've had does all over me. They're still all around me right now. But he is down right over there, and I'm tagged out in Kansas 2019, and I cannot be more excited right now. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for having to come up with a plan this afternoon. Day 3, Kansas. We'll get down in just a minute and we'll go look at him. Hell, it's been about 30 minutes or so, and Jeremiah just made it in the truck. We'll go get my arrows just right here. I see the red knot glowing from here, and we've watched him crash, so we'll go take a look at him, see what we got.
He didn't make it much farther.
No. There he is. There he is.
Heck yes.
9 point.
Good job, Bridges.
Heavy. Got real good mass. He's got a bunch of trash on the bottom. Oh man, what a buck.
Not a mass.
What a buck. This is why we come to Kansas right here, baby. This is by far my best trip to Kansas.
Never seen a rut like this, have we?
Never seen anything like it. Well, I have to put in the books of November 19, 2019 as a real good day for me. You know, going into this, I felt like we had 2 things going for us, and that was location and timing. And Jeremiah came back in late October and hung this ladder stand here because we found this spot last year and just felt like this was a spot that we had been looking over for the past couple of years, but man, did we nail it just right. So this will be the second buck that was killed this week off of this farm in about a 2-day time frame. Jeremiah just killed his out of that same tree 2 days ago. So we are tickled to death. This is my second biggest buck to date. I'm proud to have the opportunity to kill a deer like this and have an opportunity to hunt a farm of this caliber. You know, yesterday we seen those 2 big bucks yesterday, and I really thought this was one of them. But turns out he's actually a different deer, so that'll make 3 mature bucks that's been in this bedding area. And I knew going into it this morning it was iffy. The wind was really calm, and then it was scheduled to switch to the southwest, which is not the wind we want. But I knew I had a couple hours of calm winds, and the temps was pretty cold this morning, so it seems like my scent was rising. And man, I just got covered up with does, and next thing you know, this buck come out, and he started chasing those does, and he gave me an opportunity, and I just had to take it. So this is a wrap for 2019 Kansas. We'll be back again next year. Thanks for watching Midwest Whitetail Southeast.